We chose to depart from Kumamoto on May 4th and meet up with our tour guide at Sakura no Baba. Miss Lena is very enthusiastic and proactive in contacting and helping, and she cares about everyone's situation. We didn't make it to the top of Kumamoto Castle because there were too many people lining up during the Golden Week and we didn't have enough time. But luckily for us, the next stop, Mount Aso, was partially open for visitors. This attraction will only be open depending on the conditions on the day. I wonder if we would have missed it if there hadn't been a traffic jam. Embarrassed smiley face emoji. The trip to Kusasenri was delayed. Some people had to take the train, at a fixed time. The driver let us get off at Kusasenri first and then took them to the station. The tour guide apologized to us that the traffic was so congested that the driver might come back to pick us up later in Fukuoka. I feel that there is really nothing we can do about this irresistible factor. As a result, a female passenger said that she had a schedule in the evening, so how could it be changed like this? She kept complaining, and during lunch she was still muttering, "Am I making things difficult for her, the tour guide, today, or is she making things difficult for me?" Basically, if you sign up for a one-day tour, please be mentally prepared. There will be some delays. If you cannot cooperate, please do not book it. It is also noted in the notes that no one can predict the road conditions. A smart person won't make other plans later. No one else had any objections, except this lady, who insisted on finishing on time. Lena kept comforting her and helped her and her partner arrange another car. Maybe they agreed to exchange passengers and left first. I heard that they only arrived half an hour earlier than us. Why bother? We spent almost 4 hours playing in Kaukianli. The big grassland and the horses running were very relaxing and fun. I felt like I had earned something. The return trip took 3 hours and it was a long journey. I would like to thank the hard-working driver. I hope I will have the chance to meet Miss Lena again in the future. Smiling face with hearts emoji. Here's a polished and more natural version of your review, while keeping your voice and feedback honest. This tour was a great experience. Our guide, Julia, I hope I got her name right, was so much fun. I loved how she shared interesting info about each stop, personal stories from her life in Japan, and even helpful tips, like which supermarkets have the freshest, most affordable fruit. We were super lucky to catch Mount Aso on a clear day. It was absolutely stunning. I do wish we had more time there, though. It would have been nice to wander the fields with the horses or just relax and take it all in a bit more. Also, do please try their ice cream in Mount Aso. It's so good. As for the onsen village, it was okay. If you're not into hot springs, I'd recommend choosing a different option package. There wasn't much else to do in that area unless you plan to soak. I kind of wish I had picked a different one instead. Overall, it was a pleasant experience. Sparkles emoji. There were 2 female tour guides on the day. The main tour guide Uzu was very nice and funny. The part-time female tour guides were all nice people. On the bus, Uzu would share personal stories and introduce the history of the attractions, so the whole journey was not boring. It was very convenient to have a bus to pick us up. We went to Aso Volcano, Kusasenri to have lunch and buy souvenirs, Aso Shrine and Kurokawa Onsen to soak in a private hot springs emoji. It was fun. After the tour to Aso Volcano that day, I really wanted to sign up for a tour to Yufuin, but unfortunately there were no tours available to book the day before. It was quite tiring for us to take the junior to Yufuin and Beppu by ourselves, because we had to buy the JR tickets and find the way by ourselves. There were relatively few JR trains to Yufuin every day. We had to wait until 7:20 p.m. for the JR train from Yufuin back to Hakata Station, which was very slow. We got back to Hakata Station at 10:40 p.m., which was very tiring. If we had known this earlier, we should have joined a group earlier, haha.